say.
Yo 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 yo.
Good morning, Angela Yee.
Good morning, DJ MV.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? What's today?
Hump day.
Oh, why am I dropping?
It's actually.
Well, today is Tuesday,
Today's
bro.
Tuesday, though.
Today
Yeah,
is
that's
Tuesday.
the only thing.
Today is Tuesday.
You say what? What's today?
Today's
Tuesday, man. Today's Tuesday.
Oh man,
I was letting you rock, though.
Oh well, that's what happens when you work too hard.
Dramos was all confused.
He
I
was
was
like,
confused
I'm not playing
too.
a drop.
I was like, all right.
Oh, why y'all? I asked y'all. I said, well, what day is it? You should have told me then.
That's what you always say. Guess
I was
what day it
letting you
is. Guess
go.
what day it is. I ain't
Well,
gonna
listen,
lie.
man.
You have me confused.
Today is Tuesday. Book trapping is hard work. All right. I'm in LA. It's 2 a.m. out here right now. Because I got a book signing tonight at the Grove. Hold on, let me make sure tonight is the night. Hold on.
Tonight is tonight.
Yes, you got tonight at the Grove.
Tonight is the night. It's Tuesday, October 30th. I got a book signing tonight at the Grove in LA at 7 p.m. So that's where you can catch me. Yes.
All right.
Okay. You sure?
If today is Tuesday,
Yes,
I'm confused
it is.
now. Today Tuesday or
Yeah,
Wednesday?
Today
Tuesday,
is
man.
Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday. Okay.
Tomorrow's
today
Wednesday.
is Tuesday.
Tomorrow's Halloween.
There was a lot of activity yesterday.
Yeah, I see. We got a lot to talk about. Before we get into that, Jimmy Fallon will be joining us this morning.
Are we sure? It's not Jimmy Kimmel?
Which one's Jimmy
Damn.
Kimmel and which one's Jimmy Fallon? I'm always confused. Which one's Jimmy Kimmel?
That is so messed up.
Jimmy Fallon is the one that has the roots, right?
Yes, and Jimmy Kimmel
Okay.
does the mean tweets.
Which one's the white one?
Both of them.
Oh, I'm
Gosh.
confused now.
Okay, Jimmy Fallon will be here this morning.
All right,
Just
Jimmy
making
Fallon.
sure.
All right, Jimmy Fallon.
Yes.
All right, Jimmy Fallon will be here this morning. All right, now Yee, let's tell us about the activity.
No, I just was saying yesterday was very active. First, I was on Twitter and I saw a lot of people talking about Queen Radio. So I was like, let me listen to this because I was at home. So I'm listening to that. Then I saw Cardi B's tweets in response. She posted what she had to say in response
She
to
had like
everything
19 responses.
that Nicki Minaj had to say yesterday. So we're going to let you guys weigh in and listen to both sides and
And then
see what you think.
Just end it. Just end it over. I wonder, somebody had to make that call and got them both on the phone and said, y'all better stop it right now. I wonder who that person was.
You think they got on the phone together?
Somebody got them on the phone or somebody spoke to both of them and made them stop that. Absolutely.
The thing that bothers
They
me
got on
about
the
both.
phone after that?
I think so.
I don't think they got on the phone. The thing that bothers me about both those situations, neither one of those young ladies told people to go vote during any of those rants. When you got everybody's attention like that, especially the coach's attention like that, can you just throw in a go vote, even if you don't mean it?
I was thinking the same thing.
Just
go
do
vote.
it. Just say go vote. Cardi
What?
just say
No,
go
I
vote.
wasn't
Nikki
think-
just say go vote.
I wasn't thinking
I
that.
saw a lot of people in
I
the
wasn't.
comments saying that. though.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Make
I
sure-
wasn't thinking that.
make sure you
Nobody.
vote.
Well, guess what? Nobody listening to the people in the comments. All right, listen to the people that is actually generating all of this energy and making y'all pay attention. Y'all paid attention to every word that came out of Cardi and Nicki's mouth yesterday, and neither one of them said anything of any substance.
No. Well, we'll tell you all about that in the rumors this morning. It was a lot going on, and we got front page news. What we talking about, Yee?
Well, let's talk about, since we're talking about voting, we'll tell you what Donald Trump's saying about Andrew Gillum now, calling him a thief.
Oh, boy. All right. We'll get into all that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. What we talking about, Yee?
Let's talk about Donald Trump now. He tweeted out, in Florida, there is a choice between a Harvard-Yale educated man named Ron DeSantis, who has been a great congressman and will be a great governor, and a Democrat who's a thief and who is mayor of poorly run Tallahassee, said to be one of the most corrupt cities in the country. A, I don't know what makes Andrew Gillum a thief, and B, I didn't know Tallahassee was supposed to be one of the most corrupt cities in the country. That's my first time hearing that.
Yeah, but it's the election is next week, so of course it's going to be a lot of mudslinging and name calling and people bigging up their side. So that's not something that I didn't expect.
Right now, early voting is underway in Florida, and Gillum is trying to be the state's first African-American governor, and he's leading by double digits, according to a recent CNN poll. So Andrew Gillum did respond on Twitter. There's a choice between having the courage to at the person you are trash talking or not. At real Donald Trump is howling because he's weak. Florida, go vote today. Now, Press Secretary Sarah Sanders is saying Andrew Gillum was under investigation by the FBI. And that's what was meant by the word thief. And she said, I would refer you to that. But Andrew Gillum is saying that he is not under any investigation by the FBI and that these are desperate falsehoods.
Trump just
There's
making
an FBI probe in the Tallahassee city government, but not into Andrew Gillum personally.
All right. So let's talk about what happened In North Carolina, a North Carolina high school freshman was charged with first-degree murder. Now, according to police officers, the suspect is Jaytwan Craig Cuffey. He's 16 years old, and he's in the Mecklenburg County Jail. The victim is 16-year-old Bobby McKeithen. So what happened was, according to reports, there was a conflict that started with bullying, and that bullying spiraled out of control, and as fear took over, a young person brought a gun to solve the problems. So there was an altercation between the two, and that led to the fatal shooting of a student. No one else was injured in the shooting, and it was something that's been built up, according to reports, over time.
Yeah, one of my homeboys in Charlotte sent me that video yesterday. I didn't watch it, though. I'm like, well, I don't want to see this. Like, why would I want to see this video?
All right, ending that fatal shooting of 2 black people in the Kroger grocery store in Kentucky. I know you guys heard about that. That's being investigated as a hate crime. Gregory A. Bush is a white 51-year-old, and he's accused of killing Maurice Stallard, who was 69, and Vicky Jones, age 67, inside of that grocery store and in the parking lot. He tried to enter a predominantly black church before that shooting. He couldn't get inside. The doors were already locked. People had left already. There was only a few people inside. So after that, he went to Kroger's and ended up killing people. Now, according to reports, when he was captured, people said that he said whites don't shoot whites. So that's why right now they're saying this looks like a hate crime. All right. I know, depressing front page
Anything
news.
positive? Anything at all? Anybody open up a school? Marry? Baby?
Oh, y'all can make front page news positive if y'all decide to go out and vote next week.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can always make front
That's
page
a term.
positive.
All right.
The front page next week depends on you.
All right. Well, that is front page news. Now get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up right now. 800-585-1051. Phone lines are wide open. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your chest. Whether you're mad or blessed, we want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
Michelle.
Yes.
What you don't like about me, Michelle? What I did to you?
I don't like that old corny pose that you do. Every time I look on Instagram or see you with a guest, you got the same pose. At least change it up. Let me see something different.
What my
Turn
pose
around,
got to do with
smile.
you? Huh? This ain't slander the Breakfast Club.
Well, if the pose works, don't break. If it's not broken, don't fix it.
But I'm tired of looking at the same thing. Let me see something different. Give me something else to look at.
What you want to see? Huh? Well, you tell me the pose.
I want you to turn around and stick it out. Let me see.
Okay, look back
Wow.
at it. Look back at it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Michelle, me too. Yeah, like you're not gonna just use my body.
Word is
just to-
bond. What makes you think you could just
As
talk
a
to that
sex
man like
object.
that? You just gonna objectify that man and talk to him in that manner?
Gosh.
Hey, you asked me, I told you. That's only the
Wow.
light version.
All right. Well, what's the heavy version?
Oh
then?
my gosh.
The heavy version, I put it in your DM and you ain't even get that.
All right,
Oh,
Michelle.
I thought
I'm a
she put
married
it somewhere
man.
else.
Goodbye, Michelle. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Just gonna use me for my body? Huh. Brianna.
Yes, I'm here.
Good morning, Brianna.
Good morning.
Get it off your chest, mama.
I'm getting it off my chest because I'm mad that you guys are a big panel and that you guys don't use it to get people out to vote. And
Oh, shut up. Shut up,
You have to
Brianna.
be
Brianna,
lying right now.
I would not allow that slander to come out
Let
your
her
mouth,
go.
that goddamn lie. You sound silly right now.
Let her go.
How-
The same
no,
way
no,
you
no, I'm not going to let her go. How don't we get people out to vote?
Let's hear everything that she has to say before we
Before we
respond.
make you look
I feel
stupid.
like a lot of people don't know how to vote. I was having this discussion with someone.
Oh, boy.
And they're like, I don't know how to vote. I feel you guys are the type of panel that can create something that can put knowledge out there for people to know how to vote.
What are you talking about? We had Tish James on.
Andrew
we
Gillum.
got Gerald Giggs on. We've had Angela Rye on. Andrew Gillum. We got
You
all.
have like your real estate classes and stuff at the juice bar. You should have something that's like, okay, we're going to teach about politics and how this goes in the line in the chain.
Do you listen to the Breakfast Club or do you just skim through it?
We have a lot of these people up here that know better than us. We're not experts in voting. Just like I'm not an expert in real estate. That's why I usually have somebody with me. That's why we have them up here.
And we've been letting people know all the deadlines for when they have to register to vote, where they can actually go to register to vote.
Go register to vote, but how many people don't know the whole process of voting? You can have people up there talking about politics, but who's going to sit in that classroom with those that minorities and be like,
To teach you how to press a button? We need somebody to teach you how to walk into a booth and press a button, baby?
Or fill out a form.
That's not- listen, I think what you're-
So many people walked in and never looked at a booth.
This what I think that you're trying
We
to
can't
say.
teach you how to vote if you don't go into the voting booth and vote. You just press the button.
No, what I think you're trying to say is we should teach people what to vote for
No, she's not saying that. She's
She
trying to
wants
teach
us
them how
to
to vote.
physically teach people how to press the button
Well,
inside of the booth.
that's a waste of time.
Have
I'm
you
not
ever been-
gonna, that's a waste of time.
Mama, have you ever been into a voting booth?
Yes, I've been to a voting booth, but when someone told me they never been to a voting booth, they want to vote, but they don't know how to vote or what to get in there, and it looks all crazy. And I was like, I can't really explain to you like that. I was like,
She might be right. She might be right. I'm not gonna knock her for that. She
But
might be
Charlamagne,
right.
let's be honest. It looking crazy to all of us. We just go there and we look for the person that we know.
I feel like you guys have a panel to pull people in to try to teach those who does not have knowledge, who never voted, who has no idea. So when they walk in, they're not confused.
Well, I'm confused when I walk in.
I remember my first time going to vote. You see the name of the person
And you just
press
click the switch.
the name, but I don't know.
Exactly, you didn't know.
No, I did know. I mean, it was pretty easy.
We just went to the name that we knew.
It was pretty easy. I knew who I was going to vote for. I went in there and pressed the name.
Maybe it's not as easy for everybody, but you know, please don't say that. Please.
It was easy for me, but talking to people around me, I realized how much people don't know.
But these are
I
people
get
that
it.
have never gone
Thank you,
inside of
Mama.
a voting booth, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So how did
I get what she's saying.
No, you
I
don't.
thought she was trying to say that we're not encouraging people to vote, which is a lie, because we literally have somebody on at least once a week talking about voting and the voting process and why we should be voting and who we should be voting for. But she's talking about physically walking into a booth and pressing the button.
Yeah.
So I can understand what she's
But
saying.
you can't say it's difficult if you've never even gone inside of the booth to do it.
Yeah, that's like saying, okay, the Breakfast Club, we got to teach people how to drive a car. There's certain things we can't do. You got to do it on your own. We tell you the deadline.
You got to figure out some things on your own.
All
Or
right.
Google it.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent or need to learn how to vote, hit us up. Mr. Breakfast Club, good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Add or blast.
So you better have the same energy.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, Big Chocolate, the toe sucker, toe time. How we doing?
Oh, Lord.
What's up, Big Chocolate? Are you going to vote, man?
Absolutely, brother. We all got to do that.
Do you know how to vote, bro?
Of course. I'm a smart brother.
Just asking.
I know how to count my 10 toes, you know what I'm saying?
10
Absolutely.
toes.
So 2 quick things, right? All right, Charlamagne, make sure you shine your bowling ball head before you go to L.A. today.
He's in
And-
LA.
Yeah, and I got a little something for Envy. Check it out. Have you seen Envy riding in his fancy car, looking like a toasted almond ice cream bar? And here's a secret that nobody knows. Ladies dream about his toasted almond toes. Toe time, Jimmy Fallon, put me on your show, bro. What do you think?
Well,
think
first
that
of all,
you should
you are
go to
absolutely right. Women are obviously fantasizing about Envy because somebody just called in this morning fantasizing
Why you
about
talking about my toes,
his
bro?
poses.
Toasted almond
And
toes.
toasted
bro.
almond toast does not sound like it looks appealing, but it sounds like it would taste delicious.
Go ahead, Ange, get in there.
No.
And stop talking about my toes. You're going to stop using my body for your own. You know what? Stop using my body. Don't objectify me. Goodness
You don't
gracious.
even sound right saying that.
I know, right?
You don't even sound real.
I'm trying
Don't
to be real.
objectify
I'm trying to
me.
be. Let me try again. Don't you objectify me.
Man, shut up.
Hello, who's this?
This is Brandon.
Brandon, what's up? Get it off your chest.
Get off my chest. I just want to say 2 things. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Well, you didn't get a chance to say one. Your phone is trash, bro. We didn't hear you, sir.
I'm on the road. I just want to tell my nephew congratulations on Cincinnati, having a daughter, Ramaya May. And I'm in Florida, and I did vote for Andrew Gillum.
Okay.
Good, congratulations,
All
my
right.
man.
Thank you, man. Did you know how to vote when you went in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
What happened?
Did you know how to vote when you went in there?
Yes, sir. They took my ballot twice.
Okay. All right. Just making sure, brother. Thank you.
Have a blessed day.
You too now.
It took his ballot twice. What does that mean?
See, we don't know how to vote. You got to explain people, bro.
I definitely don't know what that means. What does it mean to take your ballot twice?
I don't know.
He voted twice.
Hello, who's this?
TJ Blake Records.
You talking to me or that's your name?
My name is Nigel Swivel. I'm a DJ, so my DJ name is DJ Break Records.
Oh, all right. What's up?
DJ
What's up,
Break Records.
Where you from?
Right to the point.
I'm from Brooklyn, New York, but I live out here in Columbia, South Carolina right now.
Okay, get it off your chest, bro.
803, what's happening?
What's good, Charlamagne? How you feeling, baby? Check it
I'm
out,
blessed,
man.
black, and highly favored.
I like that. I'm in Lexington Hospital right now. I got bit by a spider 2 days ago, and I got bit again tonight. I'm like, what's going on, man? I'm in the emergency room right now. Toe up, man.
What kind of
maybe
spider
tell you,
bit you?
He's going to end up being Spider-Man for Halloween tomorrow.
There you go.
I'm gonna tell you what's going on. You must be
What's going
delicious. You must be delicious.
Don't objectify his body.
You sound tasty. That spider bit you and then came back for seconds.
It must have been the same spider. 'Cause when I tried to catch him, he ran under the wall 2 days ago. And he must have came back out and got revenge on me.
What kind of
He got me
spiders
good.
are biting you and running away? What
You
the
might
hell?
have superpowers now.
Oh, y'all crazy. Now, I just bought a house. People ain't paid the tax. I got a house, so, we ain't really checking like that. But me and my wife and kids are in here now. I got to get exterminator bad, man. I can't take this one.
All right, bro.
I mean, you got to live to call the exterminator, though. You done got bit by a spider twice. You don't know if it's poisonous or not. Was it a brown recluse spider?
A what?
I don't know. I know it was black and big when I seen it. That's all I can tell you.
Whoa, you got something black and big biting you? I don't know about that, brother.
Oh, you crazy, man. You crazy. Anyway, man, I want to put this out there, man. Today I'm DJing the first Harvest Festival for Swansea, South Carolina. So I hope I get out this emergency room so I can get down there and get on these ones and twos.
All right, man. Hope you feel better, bro.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Mayor Gerald Sanders for giving me the shot.
Okay, brother.
Appreciate it.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Now, we got rumors on the way?
Yes, let's talk about, I guess, Nicki and Cardi immediately this morning. There's so much to get into. So, Nicki Minaj versus Cardi B, whose side are you on? And isn't it a shame we have to choose sides?
All right, we'll get into that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I want to be with you. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Nicki and Cardi.
This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee. On The Breakfast Club.
So listen up.
Well, I was at home yesterday, and all this was going down while I was at home relaxing. And it all started off with, obviously this feud between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj has been going on for quite some time, but things have been reignited. Now, I did see when Hennessy posted saying that Nicki was sharing Cardi's personal phone number and discussed all of that happening. Well, Nicki Minaj went on Queen Radio and had this to say about the fight between Cardi B and Ra Ali, which allegedly she's saying that Ra Ali hit Cardi B. Cardi B is saying that it was security. Other people said it was security that elbowed her in the forehead. Check it out.
There is surveillance footage in the building where the assault took place. I also had my cameraman there. You went home and told people that security hit you, and we let that lie continue because of legal reasons. I told Ra, don't tell anyone you hit her because I don't want nobody trying to sue me. Ra held her head and punched her 8, 9, 10 times, and I could hear it, and it was like anybody that want to pull up the surveillance footage, I will give you $100,000.
Here's the thing, right? How can you, why would Nicki say, I told Ra Ali not to say nothing because I don't want nobody to sue me, but now you on Queen Radio saying something?
Yeah. And
why are you being your own eyewitness, Nicki?
I guess she changed her mind if it's true. But she knows.
But still,
Cardi B is definitely not going to nobody's police. So
it don't matter. Why would you say that?
Well, let's hear what Cardi B had to say in response.
How you saying that I got ragged by Ra Ali when there's so many footages of that night, and where am I getting ragged at? You lie so much you can't even keep up with your lies. First you're saying that you got the footage, your cameraman got the footage, but now you're talking about you want to pay somebody $100,000 if they give you the footage? Yo, makes sense when you talking. I thought you was the victim. I know what there's footage of. You standing on the wall talking about, I'm standing right here, Miss Chung Lee, the street fighter.
There's no way Ra Ali hit that girl 9 times. Hit Cardi 9 times, and nobody got that on video. Not 9 times.
9 times.
And there was a lot of cameras around, but Nicki Minaj said, for the slow ones in the back on the blogs, I offered money for the footage from the venue. I have footage on my own camera, but I was asking for the overhead footage that the venue may have.
What does it matter? If you got the footage of Ra Ali hitting Cardi, why not put the footage up?
Absolutely.
If there's footage.
All right, the next thing they discussed was Nicki Minaj changing her verse on Motorsport. Here's Nicki.
And then on Motorsport, you said I was dissing you because I called you a quarterback. When Lil Wayne said that was the best compliment I've ever given a female rapper ever. They said that I was dissing Offset on the Me and My Amigos, no, not Offset. That's a bar. I wasn't dissing Offset, but she told him I was dissing him. They've planted a lot of the, seeds for them those people not to like me. And she succeeded because I don't speak up. I hear the shot you taking, but I'm a rapper. Remember that.
All right, well, Cardi B responded
I'm lost now.
to the problem. Well, so what happened was, remember Cardi said that...
I don't care, Yee.
Cardi said that Nicki changed her verse on Motorsport, and Cardi B explains why she didn't like Nicki's verse and why she wanted her to change it.
You changed your verse 2 or 3 times, and I was not feeling of you talking about, if Cardi the QB, I'm Nick Lombardi, following it up with, bitch, you my son, go sit on a potty, bitch, you not my coach, because you never helped me to get in this career, and I called you that night, and I got the receipts, babe. All right, there's my phone. I'm going to my camera, that I went all the way up. October 22nd, this was your number. I called you twice and you didn't answer. And I told my label I'm not doing the video if she don't change her verse.
They got petty here yesterday, huh?
It got a little crazy. Too much going on.
I'm just mad Cardi and Nicki didn't tell nobody to go vote throughout this whole...
Shut up.
Like, neither one of them said go vote.
Continue on, Yee.
At all.
All right, now Cardi B also says that if Nicki wants to have these conversations with her, they could do it in person a couple of different ways.
Then, since you say you're tired of talking about it, I'm tired of talking about it too. If you really want to talk about it, you know where to link me. We could always link up. You know who to reach out. You know, we could settle it however you want to settle it. We could talk about it or we could fight it out. I'm with whatever. But I'm sick and tired of that back and forth shit. I'm not doing it.
I'm sick and tired of it, too. I love Cardi. I got love for Nicki. It's time to hug this one out and call it a day.
But
This is beyond ridiculous at
We'll
this
get
point.
more into it in the next hour because they start talking about different deals that they turned down. The other person took different verses that I turned down. You took. They tried to pull all kinds of receipts of here's this person saying that. Here's my agent saying this. Here's this artist co-signing this. But Nicki did say, okay, you guys, let's focus on positive things only from here on out. We're also blessed. I know this stuff is entertaining and funny to a lot of people, but I won't be discussing this nonsense anymore. Thank you for the support and encouragement year after year. Love you.
I haven't heard one real issue yet. All I hear is two rich women fighting over first world problems about who got this deal and who didn't get this deal and who was supposed to be on this feature and who was supposed to be on that feature. Who cares?
Now, Cardi responded to Nicki saying, all right, then let's keep it positive and keep it pushing.
See, all that's stupid, like you said, but not me getting a lump on my head. Once you put your hands on me, now we're in a different situation. We're in a different arena now. Absolutely. You can say whatever you want to say.
Well, time out. Who put her? Nobody put their hands on Cardi.
I don't know.
It was a security guard.
Well, Nicki Minaj is saying that's not true. So we weren't there. That's both sides of what both of them are saying. They have
what if
two
the police
stories.
What if the police start investigating this situation based off?
And they very well
Nicki
might.
just said.
They very well might do that.
Nicki just said somebody in her entourage assaulted somebody, and she was the eyewitness. Nicki just said that on there. So what if now Ra Ali gets picked up and they get investigated because of what Nicki said? Now it's stupid. It's just a waste of money and a waste of time.
Can you arrest somebody for assault if the person says if they don't press charges? In this situation, because it's not domestic.
Well, the police can still do an investigation if something happened and there's evidence because they have evidence now.
They've been had evidence.
Vote. No, I mean somebody's saying this is the person that hit her.
Go vote.
That was there, a witness.
Go vote.
I'm glad they finally squashed it. I hope they finally did.
I don't know if they really squashed it, but it sounded good on social media.
All right, but we got more for you. But yes, please go vote.
VOTE.
I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Report.
Jesus Christ.
What's so funny over there?
It's just a waste of time and energy on everybody's part, on Cardi's part and Nicki's part. Like, it's just a waste of time and energy. Like, I don't get
Well, we're filling in people. If you didn't hear what happened, we're giving you both sides.
Yeah, I think Cardi just responded. But anyway, up next we got front page news. What we talking about?
Man, you know how many people have STDs right now? We'll talk about it.
Damn, Yee.
What?
All right. You ain't got nothing positive? Well, you know what that is. You know what? Let me stop.
That test is positive.
All right, front page news is next at the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now, I know the Patriots played last night, and I know the Patriots won. That's all. I do know that.
You don't know who they played? What the score was?
No, I wasn't really into it. I know the Patriots they just have a great team, and they won last night.
I didn't pay no attention to who they played last night either.
And congratulations to Klay Thompson. He beat Steph Curry's three-point record. He shot the most and made the most three-pointers in the game. He made 14. So congratulations to them.
The Patriots beat the Bills 25-6. And you know, Klay Thompson, man, the Warriors are so good. You forget Klay Thompson is on that team.
They said he was in a shooting slump in the whole season. I'm like, really? Like, he scored 52 last night. What's a slump to him?
I mean, it's only been 5 games. How many games?
How many games constitute a slump?
I don't know. But anyway, what else are we talking about?
All right. Well, since we have to teach people how to vote, we have somebody that came to the Breakfast Club, Gerald A. Griggs. Now, he's the executive vice president of the NAACP, the Georgia chapter. He's also a civil rights attorney. And he stopped by here to talk about voter suppression, what's happening in Georgia right now. And here we go.
Well, they have the exact match system, which basically says if your name does not match the names on your license, your birth certificate, any type of irregularities, your signature, you should not be able to
Wow,
vote.
so they can just say your signature doesn't match. Or let's say you have your middle initial on your ID, but it's not on your voter registration card. They can say that's not an exact match.
Exactly. And so what people can do is check, make sure you have all your identifying information, your passport, your driver's license, and ask for a provisional ballot. They tell you that you cannot vote, because you can vote and then bring in the appropriate identification 3 days later to make sure your vote counts. But you can vote.
Well, that's more so to avoid like voter suppression, though, right? Because the cast the ballot in different states is different everywhere.
I'm just saying. You know, it's important to make sure that you know what your options are, too, if they try to tell you that you can't vote.
Correct.
At that time. So we want to make sure that you actually are able to vote to even get in that booth to make it happen.
All right.
All right, now, here's an article that came out on CNN, Dating While You Have an STD. I wanted to talk about this because we did have a topic the other day. A person called up for ASCII. They have herpes. And
herpes ain't that bad. You just got to... It's
concerned, but it is bad if you...
It hasn't been marketed well.
Well, one of the issues is how do I tell the person and when do I tell the person that I'm dating that I have this, right? That's really an issue. And dating, some people feel discouraged about dating because they know they have an STD and they know that it's something that is going to come up. Well, CNN did this whole thing where they said that 1 in 2 sexually active Americans will contract an STD by the time that they turn 25. That's half of all Americans will have an STD by the time they turn 25. I'm not saying which one it might be, but there is a stigma that's associated with having an STI that makes people believe they won't be able to date and that no one will want to have sex with them. But they do have some information for you on how you should handle that. Yes, Charlamagne?
I'm happy to say that's a statistic I've never been a part of. I've never had an STD in my life.
Yeah, I never had an STD.
Clean.
Now, when should you tell a potential partner that you have an STD? Well, according to sex therapist Diane Gleam, she says when first dating someone, most people want to put their best foot forward and disclose information about themselves over time and as comfort, trust, and feelings develop. I understand that because on the first date, you don't want to blurt out that information, right?
But if you date somebody and you tell them later on, isn't it like you wasting time because they don't want to do it?
Nope. You don't have to tell me until we have sex. If we're about to have sex and we're about to get it in, then you let me know that you got an STD.
That's going to be an awkward situation.
Because if you're dating, you go on a date with somebody and it doesn't go anywhere, then what do you tell them for?
So, Charlamagne, how you going to tell somebody? Go ahead. Stop the music.
What do you mean?
Go ahead, tell somebody you're about to have sex and how does it go? Go ahead.
It's not about having sex in that moment, stupid. I'm talking about if you know eventually you're going to have sex with that person after a few dates, then you let them know. I'm not waiting until you all hot and heavy and you butt naked and you on top of the person. That's not what I'm saying.
What's very important is that you disclose your status as sexual activity becomes clearly imminent. So you have to at least tell them before sexual activity. Now, it's up to you, your level of comfort in telling somebody. If you don't want to say it on the first date, you shouldn't. But if you feel comfortable enough and you want to do that, that's your own discretion. But you do have to do that before there's any type of sexual activity. And also be honest about your sexual health. Make sure you get tested and see if you have anything. That way, some things are curable and you can handle that. Now, they said once you do tell a potential partner about your STD status, then you have to make sure you give that person space. Let them take a day or two to circle back with questions and try your best not to take their response personally. So they also have websites that you can go on to like positivesingles.com and datingpositives.com.
Positivesingles.com?
Positivesingles.com and datingpositives.com.
I mean, the only ones... Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm saying the only diseases you should really tell your partner about, this is Charlamagne the guy talking, please remember I'm a brilliant idiot, is the ones that aren't curable.
Well, if you have one at that time, you should definitely tell them.
No, I'm going to tell you why. Because if I got chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, or anything else that eventually will be cured, I'm just going to date you and stall you out till it's gone.
Nah.
I'm just going to stall you out till the drip gone.
If you don't have an STD and you're about to have sex, of course, if you have an STD, right, and you're not having sex, then I would say that there's no chance of you passing that on. That's fine. But if you do have one and you are about to have sex, of course, no matter what, you have to say something. So.
If you're a man and you got chlamydia and you know you got chlamydia and you sleeping with a woman, then you're wrong. You got to act like your period's on. Okay.
Now, there's another sex educator. Laureen said that she did an experiment. She went on Tinder for a month. The only thing in her bio said, I have genital herpes. Swipe right only if you're cool with it. She thought no one was actually going to hit her up, but she said that people were very appreciative of how upfront she was about that information and that people were actually down to meet up and get to know each other better.
See, y'all not really thinking about this, right? See, the way you got to think about it is this, right? You're saying half of Americans will have an STD, correct?
Yes. Yeah, by the time they turn 25.
So what we need to do as the Breakfast Club is we need to buy TinderPositive.com. ChristianMinglePositive.com. Like, we need to start buying those sites. We can make a fortune.
Man, shut up. Why do you
what
talk?
You're thinking about, you want to actually profit off of people's STDs?
Like, why do you even open your mouth?
And we can help people.
Envy, this isn't flipping houses.
Man,
here.
shut up. Worry about your own coleslaw.
You want to flip these STDs?
I ain't got no coleslaws, but all right.
All right. Well, I'm Angela Yee, and that's your front page news.
All right.
I am all for putting some money up for the rebranding of herpes, though. Herpes needs a
now
rebrand.
You want to rebrand.
Now
Now
you
want to do it.
GoFundMe.
No, I just think herpes needs a rebrand. I think that herpes gets a bad rap because herpes is actually a skin disease. It's not a... I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
It doesn't have to be sexually transmitted. It's skin-to-skin contact.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. It's a rash.
All right. Well, thank you for that front page news. Now, when we come back, Jimmy Fallon will be joining us. We'll kick it with Jimmy Fallon.
Yes.
So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
A Breakfast Club first timer.
That's right, Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon is here.
Hey.
Are you clapping for yourself already?
No, it wasn't me clapping. It's the fun of radio.
Have you had breakfast yet? We know you're a late night host. So
no, I haven't had breakfast yet. But I've been up early though. I have 2 kids and so they're 4 and 5, and that's when they wake up.
You do regular daddy stuff, like
I get up. I mean, they wake me up now. They come into bed. They're old enough to walk in the bedroom now and wake you up, which is cute, but it's also like they don't care that daddy has a job.
Are you a crazy dad? Like, go to the games, yell, scream?
I know I think I don't want to be that guy, but I think that's where everyone's ending up. Like, my dad came to maybe 2 of my Little League games.
2?
Well, maybe I say maybe 4 of them. But, I mean, I was bad.
Did that affect you as you got older, Jimmy?
Yeah, really? Maybe. I didn't expect to cry this early.
So you don't ever just stay up all night and do all the dad stuff?
No, it's hilarious. So we had Post Malone on the show a couple weeks ago. And
stop it.
Charlamagne doesn't really like Post Malone.
Oh, he's fantastic.
He's trash.
Someone came up to me at Powerhouse and was like, can you leave Post Malone alone? I like Post Malone.
Oh, he's great. So we did this whole bit because he wanted to go to Olive Garden. He goes to Olive Garden after all his big things, and I've never been to Olive Garden.
Love the bread.
You've never been to the Olive Garden?
No,
ever.
And I live in New York City.
Why would I go right there in Times Square?
Why would I go to a fake Italian restaurant when there's always real?
Yeah, right. You're right.
But they have the unlimited salad.
I don't know how they make money. First of all, Olive Garden. Let me tell you something. I went in. They go. If I took an escalator up to my table. That's how big Olive Garden is. I never went to a restaurant where you take an escalator in the restaurant. I go in. They go, here you go, these breadsticks, unlimited breadsticks. I go, and they're free. And I go, okay. So I had them. They are delicious. It was great. And then I go, here's some salad, unlimited salad. Eat as much as you want. It's free. I go, okay. I mean, what's the business model here? I'm
not excited yet either.
I was like, what? They go, would you like some wine? I go, sure, I guess
unlimited
so.
Unlimited
free? They go, if you want to try some, the samples are free. So at this point, I've had breadsticks, salad, and like 3 tastes of wine, and I didn't pay for anything. So I go, how do I pay for something in this crazy restaurant? Then I go, we get the entree or whatever, it was good. And then I went inside and I joked around and said, hey, it's my friend's birthday, even though it wasn't post-birthday. But I was like, can you get him a cake or something? They go, we can because, and actually it's complimentary because it's someone's birthday. I go,
really?
How do I pay for stuff in this place?
Wow.
They didn't know that it was Jimmy Fallon and Post Malone?
They did. We filmed it. But
okay.
But they didn't know it wasn't his
So
birthday.
maybe they just gave it to you guys free because you guys are filming.
I guess you pay for the entrees and the appetizers.
But you were full after that. You were full and twisted, so you didn't
And you
have to
do
do
pay
anything
for the salad. It's just unlimited. Like you pay
is that
for
what
the
it is?
unlimited.
I just didn't
but
understand
it's
what
We
just
got
one
unlimited
price.
Remy here. You want some?
But no, unlimited.
You want some cognac?
no.
Early.
No,
Sure?
thanks. I already had some right before I came out.
We heard Jimmy.
I know,
they
but
say you got a drinking problem, Jimmy.
So if you heard that, why
it
would
is
you
a
offer
problem.
him something to
I
drink?
don't know.
What's wrong with this guy?
It is a problem.
Is it for real?
No.
Oh, okay.
I can't drink and do what I do, man. I that night when I left with Post, we finished taping at probably 10:30.
He's drinking beer.
He wants to go. He goes, where are we going now? I'm like, Grandpa's going to bed. Like, I can't go out, man. And he goes, come on. I thought we were going to go out and, like, let's get smashed. I go, oh, gosh, that's the old me. I can't even do it. He's like, come on, you're Irish. Where's the pub?
That peer pressure boy.
And I go, yeah, then the Irish in me, I'm like, that's right. Maybe I should go out. I should have a place. Then I'm like, every place I used to go to is probably closed. Like, I don't even
where?
know.
I'll tell you if it's still open because I'd probably still go.
Oh, God. I mean, Don Hills?
That's closed. That was in Tribeca, Soho area.
Yeah.
How you do? So I used to do parties there. Okay.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That was like a cool.
That's
like
hilarious.
like a dance club we used to go to. Again, this is old.
Can you dance well?
No, I'm the worst.
I just want direct. Hey, go Jamie, go Jamie, go Jamie.
That's how bad I am. That's me when it's good. It's like, oh my God. I couldn't. I went to see Justin Timberlake's show, and when he started his tour.
Salute to JT. That's a great guy.
He's all right. So yeah, cool.
Yeah.
No,
I like
there was
JT.
no booze. All right, you like JT.
You 1 for 1, right?
All right, 1 for 1. That's good. I'll bet 500. Oh yeah, 1 for 2. Sorry. Anyways, so he goes. I'm doing the show at Madison Square Garden. I go, great. I'll be there. So I go there, and it's like he got me some VIP ticket where I guess the whole bottom floor is a nightclub. So I go to this thing again. I'm 44 years old, 45 years old.
That's a blessing, man.
45 years young.
That's what you'd applaud.
No.
People getting killed out here every day. They're dying every day. 45 is a blessing. Age
I
is a
understand
blessing.
that, but 45-year-old in a club is bad.
That's stupid.
That is just stupid. I don't know what I'm doing. I go, what is this? I go, do I dance? So what do I do? They go, do you want to drink? I go, I don't want to drink. I don't want to. Because then people are going to YouTube it and they go, oh, he's got a drinking problem. I go, all right. So they go, so I start dancing and it's me like dance.
Go Jimmy. Go Jimmy.
So
Go Jimmy.
I don't want anyone YouTubing this. So I go, I'm not going to dance. So I go, I'm just going to stand there. And then they go, that's going to be YouTube because they're like, Jimmy Fallon hates Justin Timberlake's music. Right? So they go, oh, you know what? Then give me a drink. Then someone else gives me another drink. Now I do have a drinking problem. I have 2 beers. So I go, dude, someone take a beer. And then Justin, get me a seat so I can just sit in the chair and clap for you. And I can't be dancing around in a nightclub.
Jimmy, for the record, you might as well drink because you look drunk when you dance anyway. All right? So you might as well.
At this point, I might as well. That's usually my move at a wedding or something. I'll just go like, yeah, this is good. It's a good song. And then I'll just back into the bar and just get a beer, get a shot.
It's funny because you just can't win. You can't just stand there because that's wrong. And then you can't dance because you're embarrassed. So
exactly.
what are you supposed to do?
I don't know, man. I felt so awkward there. So and it's my friend. So I'm looking at him going like screaming and clapping for him because he's great. But I just put me in a chair next time.
Now you really look old then. Now you're the old person who got to sit the whole show.
I should get a cane. Give me a chair and a cane and have me just sit down and be real old, like reading glasses and stuff like that. But that was I'm trying to think. Don Hills is a fun place. Man.
Where is there to go now? Like for as we get older, what do? We just go to restaurants.
He has kids now.
Jimmy, you're rich.
Now.
You have your own house. You can build a bar at the crib.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. You don't go out anymore when you reach this thing. You don't.
Drinking at home makes it seem like you have a problem. I feel like.
It doesn't.
We drink socially, like when we go out with people, but like at home.
Was it by yourself? Drinking by yourself is sad.
I don't drink at home either. I don't drink at home either.
You can get home, get wasted.
Go home, drink
a glass of yak while you watching some Netflix or something.
No.
minding your business. Watching a Hallmark movie. Half a bottle of wine. Yeah, watch a Lifetime movie.
Yes.
Yelling at the TV, crying. Nothing wrong with that.
Is it hard to have to deal with your image, the perception when you see headlines like, oh, he's got a drinking problem, so now you're just out. You want to have one drink to have a good time, but you're afraid to? Is that pressure?
Yeah, it's not really. I mean, no, I don't, because I'm not that guy. It's just like, I think that stuff came from like old stories, and things get resurfaced. Everyone's got a book coming out or something like that, and so I think, it works like that. So I think when I see those things, it's like, no, I can't. I can't have a drinking problem.
Well, how do you deal with social media? Because everybody's always going at you about it.
Oh yeah.
Is it easy?
No, it's tough. I mean, I hope my kids outlive this social media thing. I don't think it's the greatest thing.
I hate it.
But it could be
think
worse.
if I didn't have to promote my show, I wouldn't be on it.
All right, we have more with Jimmy Fallon. When we come back, don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We have Jimmy Fallon in the building. Charlamagne?
Are you still having fun doing the Tonight Show?
Love it. It's perfect for someone with ADD. It's like
every day is something different.
It's completely different, and it's like the most exciting stuff. And like this week alone, we have tonight we have Tyler Perry and Kiss.
Salute to Tyler Perry.
I mean, when do you see those guys together?
That's a random mashup.
It's perfect. That's what our show should be, man. It should be like your brain should be like, what? That was just. It should be like food for your brain, where you're like, that was so different and cool. We have Timberlake is coming on Thursday.
Do you have real ADD, or is that?
No, I don't think so. I haven't been diagnosed. I haven't talked because I just don't want to know.
That's how I feel about STD results.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I'd rather just live my life. I don't want to know. Don't
guys, if you
wink if it's bad. It's real bad.
Guys, if you're listening,
Please
please
get that
wink at me if it's real bad. I just don't.
Should I tell the wife?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you don't blink, then you tell me, oh, you're fine. Like, just look at me. If it looks bad, I'm just gonna say we didn't talk.
That's how guys do it. If you have something, then they know they have something. Other than that, it doesn't matter.
I go, no. I don't. So happy to be married.
Me too.
It's just great.
Me three.
Right?
Now, my kids love you, and not because of the show, because you got the coolest roller coaster in Disney. Like I was.
You got a roller coaster at
Yes, he has
Disney?
his own ride in Disney.
It's at Universal.
And Universal, and it's dope. It's dope. Like you sit in the thing, he has like the whole scene.
I've been to Universal a couple times. I don't remember Jimmy Fallon, right?
Yeah,
dude, check this out. So we got the deal. It's NBC. I signed up for late night. NBC Universal. So in my head, I go Universal Studios. I should have my own roller coaster.
That's dope.
Wow.
So then I go, can I talk to any of these roller coaster people? And they go, sure. So they set me up with this Mark Woodbury, this guy he does all the roller coasters for Universal. I pitch him this idea. I go, it's kind of like, you ever do that game that ride Soarin' in Disneyland?
Mm-mm. I did it. Yeah.
You're on a hang glider.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's unbelievable. It's a great ride.
Yep.
It's a simulator.
On the wires, hanging on the wires.
No. You sit in the thing. It's a simulator. It feels like you're on a hang glider over the orange groves and stuff. It's cool. I go, it's like that except you're going through New York City and you're racing in a car against me.
Mm-hmm.
So they go, that's great. No. Who are you? And good luck with your show, Jeremy. And I go, it's Jimmy. And they go, well, whatever. Good luck. I know you're replacing Conan O'Brien. Good luck. They don't even know who I am. So anyways, cut to years later, the show goes well. We get the Tonight Show. They call me. And they go, do you remember pitching us this roller coaster ride? I go, yes, I have my paper right here. I go, oh, my God. So we worked on it with my writers for like 3 years. Filmed the thing. It's a giant simulation.
It's dope.
Simulator ride. Mm-hmm. It is rad.
What's it called?
It's called Race Through New York.
Okay.
Jimmy, I'm going to be honest with you. You sound kind of difficult. I'm going to tell you why. You asked them to move the show to New York, and you asked me your own roller coaster? I'm like, what the f***?
Who is this guy? How high maintenance is this guy?
I got to go roller coaster. It's cool.
High maintenance, dude. I want my own ice cream. I want all this stuff, man.
Kids loved it.
I'm glad they dug it, man.
Do you do a lot of things that revolve around hip-hop culture? Do you have an actual love for hip-hop, or are you just appropriating? You're a culture vulture, Jimmy?
I'm a culture vulture. I like everything. I'm a pop culture fanatic. So I mean, growing up, I was in those 80s days. So for me, it was Beastie Boys, Run DMC, LL Cool J. I love hearing different stuff. And now and then the Roots will tell me about some group or some band I've never heard of, and I'll bring up a band that the Roots had never heard of. Mm-hmm. It's good to kind of challenge each other. Like, oh, that was great.
Oh, that was a very edgy move for you. All black hip hop.
Great move, by the way.
Did you have to convince people?
Yeah, it wasn't that easy. It was interesting. It's like, because what happened was...
That was probably the deal breaker for them white corporate executives. Nope, roller coaster, fine. Okay? Move to New York, fine. All black band? Absolutely not.
I would think
Absolutely. Get out of my office.
I would think it would be harder to get the Roots to stop touring. I would have thought that would have been harder to get them to actually commit.
What happened was my friend Neil Brennan, who produced Chappelle's Show.
We love Neil. You got another one.
Oh, really?
That's our guy.
All right, here we go. Oh, really? Good.
Yep.
All right, so now I'm like 3 for 5.
No booing there.
No booze there.
So I was talking to Neil about producing, and he goes, I really want to get into stand-up. I want to focus on my stand-up now. He goes, like, okay. He goes, who's the band going to be? And I go, I don't know. But you need a good band because I'm following Max Weinberg, and that, which is a fantastic band. And so I'm like, he goes, you should ask the Roots. I go, you think the Roots would be my house band? He goes, oh, no. I was saying you should ask them because they know a lot of people. And they go, put together a band. I go, oh, I guess so. Yeah, they wouldn't know. Hell no, they would never do your show. But then I said, well, what's the worst thing that could happen? They say no. So I called their manager and I asked them, and I didn't hear back from them for like 3 weeks because they were on tour. They were in Paris. So then I heard back. The manager, Richard, called me up and said, well, let's have a meeting like in your office and let's talk about what this idea is. I go, that'd be great. Perfect. Thanks so much. I hung up. I do not have an office. I have a cubicle. So I'm like, I need an office. So I called Lauren Michaels and I said, I want to have this meeting with the Roots. I think they're thinking about it. I need an office. So I borrowed Lauren's office. So I went in his office, which is really nice. It looks out on the Saturday Night Live stage. It looks like I know what I'm doing. And so I had their manager, Questlove, Tariq, and my producer. And we had a meeting, and I said, look, two things. One, if you do this, you'll be the best band in the history of TV. Number two, we're real close to Philly. We're trained right away. I know you guys are from Philly, and you could train right there. I mean, you raise your kids there, whatever you want to do, and I think that's my reasons. And Questlove said, all right, I want to ask you two questions. He goes, one is, if we have like a jazz group or someone from that can't normally get booked on a show, can we have them sit in with the band?
Nice.
Like if Herbie Hancock or something, I go, Herbie Hancock.
I mean, that's huge. Yeah.
Dude, if he wants to be in the band, in fact, let me call Herbie Hancock in case you guys say no. He goes, can we have them on and support? I go, absolutely. He goes, number two, if this is Lorne Michaels' office, where's the popcorn? Which is a great question because it's a comedy nerd question. Like only comedy nerds know that Lorne has a basket of popcorn in his office. Like every sketch that's on Saturday Night Live where you see that. So that was kind of an amazing thing for me. I was like, I think we get along with this guy.
All right, when we come back, we got more with Jimmy Fallon. We got to talk about that time he played in Trump's hair. Y'all remember that? We'll talk to him about it when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We have Jimmy Fallon in the building. We seen you play in Trump's hair.
Yes.
He's like, please
got
don't.
a lot of flack for that.
I did, yeah.
Why?
People thought I was, siding with his politics.
Trying to humanize him, making him out to be.
I was just touching his hair, just to see if his hair is real.
Is it real?
Yeah, it's real.
No, it's not.
Can I touch yours to see if it's real?
Yeah.
Are you sure? I don't think that his hair is real.
Why
it is real, right?
I just want to see if I'm gonna get backlash for playing the Jimmy Fallon.
No, probably won't. I'm not gonna get back with rubbing my hair. He's been on the show a bunch of times because he was a big reality star on NBC. So I've known him for a long time. So we've always asked him to touch his hair. I used to do a bit where I touch his hair and it would bark at me. Or I touch it like. Then he came on that night and they said, yeah. He said you can mess his hair up. It's like okay. And so I just did it to see if it was real. I give him a good mess.
Do you regret voting for Trump?
No, I did not vote for Trump. Thank you.
Nice try.
I do regret it. It was really sad. No, I'm a New Yorker, man, all the way. I don't think everyone was just bummed out that day.
I read in Rolling Stone that you don't pay attention to ratings. Is that true?
I have started to now, but I wasn't. I never did. I never cared about ratings. But everyone always brings it up to me now, so I have to know what I'm talking. So now I go, what are they talking about? What's the thing? I just don't really understand it because it's just not my thing. I just do the best job I can. I don't change for anybody. I don't do a bad job. I try to do the best job I can, so that's all I can do. I can't affect the ratings.
You look like you had a great time with Tiffany Haddish.
Oh my gosh, who is that person? I've never met anyone in my life like Tiffany Haddish. She's got energy. I mean, she makes me tired, and I got a lot of energy.
She's a spirit.
She is great.
She's Tiffany all the time.
Really?
Yes.
You've known her for a while?
That's a great friend of mine.
Really?
Yes.
She was a hype man for
Jewish parties. Bar mitzvahs. I said Jewish parties. Bar mitzvahs.
Yes, yeah. It's in that category. It's in that category. Yeah, it's in the category. Jewish parties. It's one. It's one of the many Jewish parties.
A black party.
Yeah.
Black party.
Yes.
So you're looking for a new executive producer now? Or did you find somebody?
We have a new showrunner coming in. His name is Jim Bell. He's from the Olympics and Today Show. He's good. But, we switch it up all the time. It's like change is good. Just fresh ideas, a different set of eyeballs looking at it going, oh, do you ever think of that? It's like it's good to have that every now and then.
Gotcha.
The Tonight Show took a ratings hit. Do you think it's because politics wasn't necessarily your strong suit? And it fits Colbert better?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, people are obsessed with politics right now and taking a side. And so maybe that's the thing. I mean, also, this ratings thing for me is like, to be really honest, I don't think the numbers in general are good. In general at late night.
For everybody?
For everybody.
Gotcha.
For TV. It's like so if you really want to talk about ratings, it's like, it's just not good all around. So so our households have taken a hit. But the 18 to 49 or 18 to 35 young people were still number one. But that's if you want to get involved with the ratings. I wouldn't. If I gave advice to anyone, I'd say don't listen to ratings. But I have to know what I'm talking about because people keep asking me about it. So I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, oh, really? You don't know about the ratings? And I go, I really don't. But if I'm that bad, someone from NBC will fire me.
You know why I hate ratings? I hate ratings because they never tell you about them unless they're bad.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? We've been doing this show for 8 years.
They
only tell us about them when they're
bad,
down.
when they're down.
Yeah. Why do you think there are no late night, no black late night hosts on TV or women?
You got Samantha Bee. You have Chelsea.
Well, Chelsea's gone. I mean, I'm like on network though.
What was the last one?
Arsenio Hall. Maybe Joan Rivers.
Oh, Magic had one.
Had one.
No.
Remember Magic had one?
Dude, I love that. I love Sheila E. was the musical.
I love Sheila.
Are you ready for magic?
Yeah.
I love that
That
song.
didn't last too long, though.
No, it wasn't great. Turns out that's not what he does best.
No, he was trash.
I wonder. I don't know why. Byron Allen, does he count?
No. Byron's rich, though, by the way.
Dude, Byron Allen bought the Weather Channel.
Yeah.
Bought it.
Yes.
He said, I'll take the channel.
Yeah.
It's not like he had a show on the Weather Channel. He bought the Weather Channel. I'm like, go Byron Allen from real people.
I appreciate the fact you didn't try to just make up some bull politically correct answer. He's like, I don't know.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Who's your favorite person to make fun of? Donald Trump or Kanye West, if you had to pick two? Right, Joseph?
I don't really make fun of Kanye that much. Trump, I mean, I do an impression of him, so it's kind of, but it's a touchy thing. If it's a clever way to do it, then I'll do it. Like we're doing a thing where it's just him trying to rally, trying to go to all these rallies. So I did him and put on the wig and makeup, which is funny because when he'd come on our show, he would do his own makeup.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So he'd put that orange stuff on his face.
No, he didn't.
Swear to God, dude. No, I swear to God, he would do it himself. When he would leave, it'd just be an empty bag of Cheetos and a brush. No, he's just mispronouncing the words and just saying like United States, because I think his dentures keep falling out. But it was like the erections are coming, and it's very impotent to. Whatever, and just mess with some of that. But so we do sketches like that, and it's funny. And
you said it's a touchy subject. Why you don't want to offend his base? Or?
No, well, I don't want to offend anyone. I don't want anyone to feel bad.
Oh, it's
feel
impossible task,
Has
Jimmy.
he tweeted you about anything ever?
Yeah, he told me to be a man or something.
What?
I don't know, man. The guy just
Were you
can't.
being a boy that day or something?
I think he was hearing some old interview or something like that where I said that I was embarrassed to have him on or something like that, and he's like that I was afraid that I was humanizing him. He said, Jimmy, be a man, or something like that, which is interesting because normally when you think the president tweets you, you're like, oh, I want to frame it. This is the coolest thing. I can't believe. What did he say about me? What? You go, be a man. I go, oh God, dude.
I hate to say it, but he kind of got a point.
Uh-oh.
He doesn't make points often.
What do you mean?
Saying, because you can't please everybody, Jimmy. You're going to drive yourself crazy if you try to please everyone. You're going to offend some people sometimes.
I know, but it's like I that wasn't the point. I think he didn't hear the interview. Mm-hmm. I didn't apologize for having him on.
Oh, okay.
I apologize for anyone who's offended that they think I support his politics.
Okay, so you were being a man.
I was, but definitely a man. Oh, I had my shirt off.
That sounded a little.
No, I was lifting dumbbells. I was lifting weights while I said it. I mean, I was so manly. I was chewing tobacco. I mean, it was really.
That's manly.
I was really manly.
Manly is nothing. We don't even know what the definition of manly is anymore. We don't subscribe to that anymore.
I'm such a man.
Well, you gotta go.
Okay, let's let him go.
Who's your favorite late night host on TV? I want to ask you that.
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Good.
I mean, they all do good stuff. I don't know. I like Kimmel's a good guy. Colbert.
Oh, Jimmy, stop. Okay, you about to name everybody to try to please everyone. No, we're not doing that. No. Okay,
well, I don't watch it.
Okay, gotcha.
Right.
Is that a better answer? Is that a better answer? I don't know what to say. Byron Allen is my favorite. He's my favorite late night talk show. That's my dude right there, man.
Well, it's Jimmy Fallon. Thank you for joining us.
Come on, Breakfast Club. This is awesome.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Hey, hello. Good morning. Hi.
Hey, hello.
Hey. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to these rumors. Let's talk Mac Miller.
It's about time. What's going on?
Rumor report. This is the Rumor Report.
Talk to him.
With Angela Yee on the Breakfast Club.
Well, the Mac Miller tribute concert will be live streamed, and that's going to happen around the world. This goes down Halloween night. So the musician's family said that the Celebration of Life benefit concert, which features Chance the Rapper, SZA, Travis Scott, Anderson .Paak, and Vince Staples, will be available for everybody to watch globally. So there's been all kinds of fraudulent memorial events all after Mac Miller's passing, but this is the official one. This is the only event that's sanctioned by his family and contributing to the Mac Miller Circles Fund.
Rest in peace, Mac Miller.
Definitely rest in peace.
All right, now we told you about Powerhouse, and Tekashi 6ix9ine was at Powerhouse. He was a surprise guest. Only thing is, he was actually supposed to be at Howard University's homecoming weekend. They say that they lost about $300,000 after giving refunds to over 3,000 people. He canceled 35 minutes before the doors opened.
Why?
He was performing at Powerhouse in New Jersey.
Why'd he cancel? Because he was in New Jersey.
So you mean to tell me Tekashi 6ix9ine turned down a $3? How much was the bag?
Well,
I don't know how much the bag was. They said they lost $300.
Yeah.
I'm sure the bag was probably like $50 to $70.
He was paid $60,000 in advance, according to sources. And
why would you turn down that bag to come do Powerhouse?
Well, Powerhouse is pretty big. It's our station, and it's one of the biggest stations in the country.
Listen,
it's the biggest station in New York.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Well, you lucky I didn't have a $60,000 bag on the line that night. I bet you I wouldn't have been at Powerhouse.
Well, maybe for Tekashi 6ix9ine, that's not even a lot of money for him.
Yeah, this is his home. He wanted to get on stage. He's been banned from certain buildings. It's probably the biggest concert of the year. So, yeah, he wanted to do it.
I don't know. That sounds like he's not prioritizing his life right.
Yeah, Spank King's birthday,
All right. Now.
That's a 30-minute flight on a PJ, by the way.
We got some more of Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj. We didn't play everything earlier. But listen, I'm just trying to give you all the information on what happened. Now, Nicki Minaj was accused of leaking people's phone numbers. Cardi B's sister, Hennessy, said that she did leak her phone number. Here is what Nicki had to say.
My fans always say, if y'all leave Nicki alone, we won't have to say. But you can't lie on me. Leaking numbers. I was doing a photo shoot. I didn't even know what was happening. Somebody hit my phone. And I'm like, what's going on? Leaking numbers? What type of bird you talking about, bitch?
Whoa. All right, well, Cardi responded.
Strong bitch, boy. That was a strong one.
To these, the leaking numbers and what Nicki had to say about that. Here's what Cardi said.
How come my phone number got leaked 1 hour after that altercation at the Harper's Bazaar party? Tell me how Mariah Lynn number got leaked when, that whole Gwyneth situation was happening. And Ra Lee used to have her number. Jason Lee's phone number just got leaked recently. And who had his number? Ra Lee. How come everybody that y'all have issues with, their numbers got leaked? My sister just got into an argument with Ra Lee, right? Well, how come my sister number haven't gotten leaked? Because y'all don't have it.
I think Cardi would make a great defense attorney.
She got all kinds of evidence. She's got rebuttals. All right, now here's what Nicki has to say about Cardi stopping her bags.
You told me that my verse on the 21 Savage London on the Track Offset record was about you. I called my engineer. I said, hey, can you tell her when I recorded this verse, she wasn't popping yet? I didn't know anything about her. So Offset and 21 Savage didn't do that London on the Track record. It was clear that she wanted to turn them against me, and she succeeded. The Crippy Kush record, she wanted to get on that record. I ended up getting on it. And if you notice, it went from being 21 Savage to Travis Scott on it. He wasn't allowed because he was on her single. So now, mind you, I could have said you stopped my bag twice with 2 videos. They asked me, am I okay with putting Travis Scott on the Crippy Kush remix? And I said, sure.
Well, defense attorney Cardi B had this to say about these allegations.
Now you're trying to say that I'm trying to stop your bag because 21 Savage didn't do a music video with you. Sis, I'm not even that close to that man. So how can I have that power to that man to tell him, hey, don't do this music video that you're getting paid for me? That song, that No Flag song, that they didn't do the music video with you, 21 and Offset, the song wasn't doing good. So why would they waste their time?
Sheesh.
Here's the thing, man. This is why you shouldn't argue with fools. AKA go back and forth with these niggas, because people from a distance can't tell who's who. I don't know who's who in this situation. I don't know what's going on right now.
I've been confused.
To be totally honest with you. I'm so
just glad
confused.
they stopped.
Have they stopped?
Well, Nicki Minaj, the last thing she said was she wants to focus on positive things only from here on out. And Cardi B said, all right, then let's keep it positive and keep it pushing after hours of this back and forth.
I think somebody got on the phone and spoke to both of them. I don't think it just ended like that.
I'm just mad that neither one of them said go vote at all during all of those rants. Not one of them uttered a go vote. When you got all those people attention like that, just say go vote. Everybody remember that for the next 5-6 days, or however long it is when the vote. No, November 6th is when the elections are. Everybody, when you get into any type of Twitter beef and you're going back and forth with somebody, just throw in a go vote on November 6th for the people
all right,
watching
maybe we
in the
should
back.
start a Twitter beef and then throw that in there.
No. I ain't had a beef in a minute.
All right, I'm Angela Yee, and that's your rumor report.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Yee. Somebody just asked me on Twitter, does Charlamagne really like you, MV?
Oh, start the beef now.
I said no. Stop the music. I said he loved me.
That's a fact. He does.
I don't like none of y'all, to be totally honest. That's everybody. It's not a secret.
He loved me. Who you giving that donkey to, though?
I think we need to do a little Breakfast Club court next hour, because we're divided in the room on this. I saw people divided on social media on this yesterday, but Hillary Clinton needs to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with her, but we also need to go to Breakfast Club court to see if this is hee-haw worthy.
Okay. All
Yes.
right, we'll do that next. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You get donkey of the day. Yeah, you dumb ass. You get donkey of the day. Yeah, you dumb ass.
You are a donkey. It's time for Donkey of the Day.
Donkey of the Day, huh? I'm gonna fatten all that shit around your eye.
They want this man to throw them blows, man. They waiting for Charlamagne to tap these gloves. Let's go.
They had to make a judgment of who was going to be on the Donkey of the Day. They chose you.
Yes. The Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's Donkey of the Day today?
Well, Donkey of the Day for Tuesday, October 30th, may or may not go to Hillary Clinton. Now, yesterday, while everyone was caught up in Nikki Cardi Gate, Hillary Clinton made some comments that people are either not aware of, don't care about, or finally, for whatever reason, when it comes to this particular situation, this era all of a sudden understands context, okay? I think context is key for everything, but in this social media era, everything seems to be out of context. Life is out of context. Even when things are in context, people take things out of context to create the narrative they want to create. Now, I like Hillary Clinton. In fact, I really think we dropped the ball in 2016 by not getting her into the White House. That's an understatement, because I really feel black people as a whole would have benefited from her being president, because I think she really wanted to right the wrongs of her husband's 94 crime bill. When you looked at Hillary's circle in 2016, we all saw it. Ye saw it, Envy saw it. It was all black women, majority black women. And I think she would be the type of president that everyone could hold accountable, not just a president for a particular base, but a president for all people. That's just my opinion, okay? Black people, for the most part, love the Clintons. And for the most part, the Clintons seem to love black people. They are good white allies, right? Am I mistaken in saying that? Huh?
In some ways, probably.
Okay. The white friends at the cookout, right? I guess. The problem sometimes with your white friend is that they might get a little too comfortable. You know, you be, around your white friend, and they singing a rap song, and if the N-word is in the lyric, they may let it fly, and you got to check them. Okay, that's usually how it is when you got a cool white friend. Great person, not a racist, but sometimes they get too comfortable. And they end up doing or saying things that if said around another black person who is not their friend, it could and would absolutely offend. Okay, same way you have to check on your strong friend, you may also have to check your white friend. Now, the evidence I'm about to play, y'all, will be brought up in Breakfast Club court, because that is where we are taking this situation, because I need to know if Hillary Clinton deserves Donkey of the Day for this joke that she made. And I put air quotation marks around joke. Now, Hillary was being interviewed by Kara Swisher for Recode, and Kara Swisher got two U.S. congressmen confused. These two congressmen were Cory Booker and Eric Holder. Listen to how Hillary responded.
What do you think of Cory Booker's, and you didn't comment on him, and you feel free?
Oh, I adore him.
What do you think about him saying kick them in the shins, essentially? Start to get to that kind of political.
Well, that was Eric Holder.
Yeah, Eric Holder,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know they all look alike.
No, they don't.
Whoa.
Oh, well done.
Whoa.
Okay, now, let's play that clip one more time for the people in the back who may not have heard it because they're still looking at Cardi B videos on Instagram. Play it again.
What do you think of Cory Booker's, and you didn't comment on him, and you feel free?
Oh, I adore him.
What do you think about him saying kick them in the shins, essentially? Start to get to that kind of political.
Well, that was Eric Holder.
Yeah, Eric Holder,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know they all look alike.
No, they don't. Oh, well done.
Wow. Now, Donkey of the Day does not discriminate. We all have our biases. I attempt to be as self-aware as possible in order to check mine. We all know that if anyone on the right had made that same joke, nobody would care about the context. There would be no excuses, okay? There would be no excuses made if Ivanka Trump, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, Megyn Kelly, or anyone else on the right had made that exact same joke in the exact same context. You all would have been on their ass, posting video after video, the way Cardi did Nikki yesterday. Now, do I think Hillary Clinton is racist? No. Do I think that remark was racist? No. Do I think it's a matter of a white ally getting too comfortable? Hell yes. Because when I see her up there kikiing with Kara Swisher, I know she has made jokes like that before, and she makes them around other white people. The timing was too impeccable. When was Hillary Clinton ever known for her comedic timing? When has she ever shown comedic timing? See, that was a glimpse into the real her. Just like when she was on the Breakfast Club, she gave a glimpse into the real her. Now, I don't have a problem with honesty. Remember when she was on the Breakfast Club and she was very honest when I brought up the fact, when Ye brought up the fact about her keeping hot sauce in her bag, and I said to her, this is one of those times they will say she's pandering to black people. Remember that? Let me refresh your memory.
What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah, hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Now listen, I just want you to know, people are going to see this and say, okay, she's pandering to black people.
Okay. Is it working?
Is it working? See, Hillary's not dumb. She's aware of what she's doing. So just like Megyn Kelly last week, who was aware, I'm sure, Hillary is a white woman of a certain age. She had to know, even in sarcasm and in jest, that joke about all black people looking alike wouldn't fly. Now, I'm just being an equal opportunity hee-haw distributor. I don't care about left, right, up, down, select, start, A or B. All I care about is giving people the credit they deserve for being stupid. Dr. Phil was here just yesterday, and what did he say?
The last thing I say before I walk on stage, I close my eyes and say, do not walk out there and say something stupid.
Do not walk out there and say something stupid. I feel like Hillary said something stupid. Now, some people feel like she didn't. The people who feel like she didn't, I think it's Democratic bias. Or we're turning a blind eye because it's Hillary Clinton. Because based on the firestorm, I know it would have been if someone on the right had said this. Play it again one more time. Just one more time. Play the clip.
What do you think of Cory Booker's, and you didn't comment on him, and you feel free?
Oh, I adore him.
What do you think about him saying kick them in the shins, essentially? Start to get to that kind of political.
Well, that was Eric Holder.
Yeah, Eric Holder,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know they all look alike.
No, they don't. Oh, well done.
I think she should get a hee-haw simply because you can't let your white friends get that comfortable. But let's discuss. Hit the Breakfast Club quote music, damn it.
All right, 800-585-1051. We're talking Hillary Clinton this morning, all right? We need you to call in right now. Now, are we turning a blind eye?
Democratic bias.
Is this Democratic bias? Is this
and
what
when you say
we,
who do you mean? Because I see a lot of people going in on her. A lot of Republicans, a lot of people saying that she's a racist now. She's despicable. If Megyn Kelly would have said that simply because she said she didn't understand blackface.
Yeah, but that's the Republicans calling out the bias of the Democrats, because Democrats seem to be turning a blind eye to those comments.
All right.
And when I played it in the room this morning, people were saying, oh, she's just being sarcastic. Oh,
I didn't say
she
that.
was just being sarcastic. You didn't. Your reaction was different, but a lot of people were like, she's just being sarcastic.
All
But
right.
I'm just saying, if that had came from the other side, it would be World War III out here right now.
All right, well, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Is it Democratic bias? Call us right now.
Or does she deserve the biggest hee-haw? Because I got Kathy Griffin, Remy Ma, and the Hamiltons all on deck.
Okay, let's get to
discuss.
It. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Play the music. All right, that is the music. We are in Breakfast Club court. So we're asking right now, 800-585-1051, are we turning a blind eye to Hillary Clinton?
Based off these comments. Play the comments.
Let's play it.
What do you think of Cory Booker's, and you didn't comment on him, and you feel free?
Oh, I adore him.
What do you think about him saying kick them in the shins, essentially? Start to get to that kind of political.
Well, that was Eric Holder.
Yeah, Eric Holder,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know they all look alike.
No, they don't. Oh, well done.
Now, I don't know. See, I listened to it a couple of times, and I'm thinking,
You gotta watch it and not
is she
just listen
trying to
to it.
stand up for black people on some old? Well, yeah, they all look alike, right? Like on some disrespectful-ish like that, or is it on some old sarcastic thing like, they all look alike? Like, which way is she going?
She's being sarcastic because she's correcting Kara Swisher, who made a mistake and confused one black person for another. So she's calling her out on her mistake. She rolled her eyes. She was clearly being sarcastic. Now, is the joke inappropriate, and should she be able to make that joke? That's something that if one of us would have said that, it'd be fine.
Right.
But it's Hillary Clinton, so that's why people have a problem with it. But she was definitely being sarcastic.
I don't feel comfortable with it. It's like we say, hey, well, we got chicken. Oh, all black people eat chicken. Like,
I don't think that's
it's sarcastic, but like, it's certain things you just shouldn't say.
I understand the context of the joke. I think she was being sarcastic. She was checking Kara Swisher and shading Kara Swisher a little bit, but so the F what? I don't understand how y'all understand context when it's convenient to y'all, because guess what? If that was Megyn Kelly, if that was Sarah Huckabee Sanders, if that was Ivanka Trump, anybody on the right, context would be all the way out the window, and y'all wouldn't even be trying to hear the sarcasm. Oh, she was checking the lady. She shouldn't have said it because she's white, and white people shouldn't be able to make that joke. Y'all know y'all'd be going crazy if it was somebody on the right. But I'm gonna play along with y'all.
Yeah, I can't see.
Well, people are
I think
going
she was
crazy
being
over it.
sarcastic, but
That's why we're
it's a certain line that you shouldn't be crossing, I think. Well, let's go to the phone lines. Mike, what's up, Mike?
Hey, Envy, how you doing?
What's going on, bro?
Look, I've been listening to you guys talking about the donkey. I think, personally, I'm thinking Hillary, she's got a whole history where she backs up everything that she says throughout her whole campaign. Letting this thing go, this little comment, I feel like it's definitely a little bit on the line, but I think it's clearly done in a facetious manner, and I definitely think that the room got that.
And Mike, you're
I
white?
don't think it excuses it. Yeah.
What's your political party? Not that I care, but I'm just asking.
Well, I'm a Democrat, to prove your point.
Okay.
However, I am very objective on it. I definitely agree with you that there would be outrage if the Republican had said the same thing.
Yeah, it's so weird how we understand context when it's somebody that we like.
But then again, a lot of people don't like her. A lot of people
there's
don't. A lot of
people
black
who
people that don't like Hillary.
There's a lot of people that don't like her, even Democrats, and they don't want her to run again for president, but they understand that she was trying to be funny.
We saw a racial firestorm last week with Megyn Kelly, and Megyn Kelly was just simply asking a question. Like, she said, why is blackface wrong? And everybody's like, you should know that. You should know that. So you don't think Hillary should know that that joke is offensive?
She should. John.
Good morning.
Hey, white or black, John?
Well, I'm white.
Okay. Now, what do you think about Hillary Clinton?
I think that she was racist with her comments. I mean, if you look at her past in the 90s with her supporting the crime bill, and which disproportionately locked away black people, and then you got, when her husband reformed the welfare state, which affected more white people on welfare, but it still hurt black people. So I don't think she's that much of an ally when you look at her actual history.
Okay. Thank you, John. Lily, do you love me?
Good morning.
Good morning, Lily.
Good
How you doing?
morning.
I just wanted to say that, I was basically just saying, as a white woman in America who considers herself to be an ally, I think that you do have to be careful about what you say. I know she was technically probably joking, but I think Charlamagne is right in this situation, that you have to be careful about what you say, whether you're on radio or not. You can't just be making jokes like that.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't get too comfortable.
All right.
And then the woman Kara Swisher replied, "Well done." Y'all didn't catch that then. She said, "Well done."
Well, for catching her out there.
Right. All right. Well, 800-585-1051. Right now we're in Breakfast Club Court. We're asking, are we turning a blind eye to Hillary Clinton? Is this Democratic bias, or does she deserve donkey of the day? Call us up right now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, Charlamagne is confused. He doesn't know if he should give Hillary Clinton donkey today or not.
Well, no, I'm not confused. I'm an equal opportunity hee-haw distributor. I think that she does deserve donkey today simply because you just can't get that comfortable. I don't care if you are a good white person and you're a white ally. You can't get that comfortable to make this kind of joke. Listen.
What do you think of Cory Booker's? And you didn't comment on him, and you feel free.
Oh, I adore him.
What do you think about him saying kick them in the shins, essentially? Start to get to that kind of political.
Well, that was Eric Holder.
Yeah, Eric Holder.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know they all look alike.
No, they don't. Oh, well done.
See, I agree with you. See, it wasn't, I don't think, she was doing it in a sarcastic way, but it's just certain jokes you just can't make, even in a sarcastic way. That's my opinion.
I understand the context. I think she was being sarcastic. She was checking Kara Swisher, but still, you can't make that joke. And we gave Megyn Kelly hell last week for asking a question about why is blackface wrong. And we was like, oh, you're a woman of a certain age. You should know. You think Hillary doesn't know that joke could possibly be offensive to black people? So why does she feel so comfortable to make that joke?
All right, well, let's go to the phone lines. Ashley.
Hey, what's up?
Ashley, good morning. Now, we're talking to Hillary Clinton.
Yes.
Now, you don't think she's racist?
I don't. Don't get me wrong. I don't know what her personal life is like, but I don't think this specific comment was made to be racist.
I agree with you. I don't think so either. But that don't mean that she still can't be comfortable enough to say it.
And I get that, but at the same time, it's like, I think it was more she wanted to basically point out that the other one was racist. You know what I mean? Like, I know you can't tell them apart, but she wouldn't say it like that because that's how she is. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't try to be combative. So she's the type of person who's going to, low-key say it. You know what I mean?
She should have worded it a little different there. She should have said, contrary to popular white belief, all black people don't look alike.
Or she could have said, I know they look the same to you.
Yeah, to you. Yeah,
But that would have been really an attack on her. But still,
Nate.
Or how about don't say the joke?
You agree with Hillary? You think all black people look alike?
No, I don't.
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
All black people look alike. What I'm saying, she comes from a context saying that white America think all black people look alike. So that's why she said, I know y'all think all black people look alike. That's why she said.
Well, she got to make it clear. That's why I said she should have said, contrary to popular white belief, all black people don't look alike.
Well, she's just being quick from the left. She just said, I know that's what y'all think.
Well, when you're playing on certain playing fields, you can't be so quick from the left or whatever the hell you just said. Okay, all right. You got to think it through. Okay, you can't be that comfortable.
I just think if you listen to the way she was saying it, she was looking at white America and saying, I know y'all think they all look alike. So she's on our side, man.
Okay.
Leave Hillary alone.
You know what's crazy? All the white people that called is against Hillary, and all the black people is for Hillary. That's the craziest
And that's
thing.
my goddamn problem.
As hell to me.
It's democratic bias, and we let these people get too comfortable around us because y'all know good and damn well if that was somebody on the right, y'all would raise hell. Megyn Kelly asked a question last week, and y'all wanted her fired. Didn't she get fired?
She did
for
get fired.
asking
Yeah, but I don't think that's the only reason. That's not the only reason she got fired. The ratings.
You know good and well. We didn't even know that show existed until last week. We didn't know Megyn Kelly.
No, they were having issues with her for quite some time now.
Yeah, but that shit.
I'm talking about us as a culture. We did not know that show. I didn't know that show existed until last week.
I will say this, though. The Republicans definitely stick together way more than we do, because if that was a Republican that said that, they would have been defending that to the death.
Listen, I just like seeing the hypocrisy. I like seeing people contradict themselves. It's clear democratic bias, and I want to be an equal opportunity hee-haw distributor.
So you give it to her what?
Please let Remy Ma give Hillary Clinton the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day. All right, now we got rumors on the way?
Yes, let's talk about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith on the Red Table Talk, and I'll tell you what they had to say about all kinds of things like swinging and Scientology.
Swinging? So they confirm or deny?
You have to listen.
All right, rumors up next. This is going to be a good one. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I want to be with... Hey, morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee. Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to these rumors. Let's talk Will Smith.
It's time. She's spilling the tea. This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
All right. Well, Red Table Talk is really popping right now, and people are loving these episodes. So if you missed it, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith were really talking about all of their marriage issues, the struggles that they've gone through as a couple. He talked about basically a lot of things that he was doing. He thought he was doing for her, but it was really more for himself. He even discusses her 40th birthday party and how that was a low point. He went through all this trouble. He booked Mary J. Blige to perform. He gave her a video with sound bites from her late grandmother she had never seen before, doing all of those things. But all Jada had wanted was to actually chill with her husband. And then the next day he had even more festivities planned, and she was like, it's my birthday. She told me that the party was the most ridiculous display of my ego. So
wow,
all of that happened. He had like Missy Elliott and all
Mary.
Wow. Yeah. Craziness. So that's why you got to pay attention to what your partner wants. Maybe they don't want all these huge gestures that are public, and they just want to spend some time with you.
We think that as men, and then when we don't do something, then it's why didn't you do anything for me? And then when you do something, it's too much. So what do you do?
Well, I get it, but she was like, and he even acknowledged all that stuff that he did was for his own ego. He was doing those things to prove what a great person he was, what a great husband he was. And if he was paying attention to her, he would have known that all she wanted was for the two of them to spend some time together. Because think about how busy they were doing different things.
You're right, but that's why communication is important. Just please, things go over my head. Just tell me exactly what you want so I can make it happen.
Right. Well, here's some more of what happened during this interview. They talked about how many things they've been through, and that's why they don't use the marriage title.
We don't even call ourselves married anymore.
Yeah. It's a life partnership in the sense that we've created a foundation together.
We have devoted ourselves to each other.
In a spiritual sense.
In a spiritual sense. To me, it gives us the freedom to create a different context, first of all, for ourselves, and not have to live up to the expectation of what people consider marriage to be.
There's nothing that could happen that we won't be together and love each other. And it's not because we just saying it. It's because we've cracked each other's heads wide open.
So is that an intellectual way to say we see other people?
Yeah, is it an open relationship? Is that what they saying?
Well, they talk about that too. So here is what y'all asked about clearing up some of these rumors.
All right, so hold on. Let's clear some rumors.
It's not possible.
No, it's not possible. But just to have it on record, just think historical rumors. We've never been Scientologists.
True.
Okay, what else?
We've never been swingers.
Never been swingers.
Never been swingers.
And people understood that that's a specific lifestyle.
So that's a specific lifestyle.
Not specifically
that's
swingers,
a specific answer. But that means they're not swingers, but they can be.
Why do you say Pacific?
I said forget it.
You can't say it. It's
specific.
okay.
I said specific. Specific.
God,
specific.
you watch it. Drop on the clues bombs for Cardi B.
She made up some words too, but I said specific.
All right. Well, you guys got to watch this whole episode. And at the end of it, he did say that he was so proud of her with her success with Red Table Talk. He said, it is a joy that I've always hoped you would have. It's beautiful. Now, Ava DuVernay is working with Netflix. They're going to be doing a Prince documentary. How exciting is that? Y'all know how much I love Prince. He's my favorite artist ever. Now, they have the full cooperation of his estate, and that's going to be interviews, archival footage, photos, archive access. It's a multiple-part documentary. It's going to cover his entire life.
Did I ever tell you about the time I met Prince?
Yes.
We were all there.
We were there.
Do y'all
forgot we were there.
You remember when he floated away and I took the picture of him as he was floating away and the picture in my phone went pitch black?
Yes.
Y'all all remember
After
that,
he
right?
told you don't take a picture and then you try to sneak one, that's what happens.
Well, I mean, it's Prince. If you want to sneak a picture of anybody, it should be Prince.
Well, that didn't work out. Now your phone was corrupted after that.
It literally went black. I took a picture of him. I had the picture in my phone. He had a cape on and he was floating away and it went black. Everybody saw it.
Well, that's why you got to pay attention when Prince speaks. It tells you no.
All right.
All right. Now, let's also talk about Body. That movie is coming into theaters on Friday.
Hey.
Now, it's a battle rap movie, which is the world's most brutal lyrical sport. It's produced by Eminem, and it's a comedy about an accidental rap battle superstar. Now, Charlamagne, you're also starring in this movie.
Yes, I'm in the movie, and I have a producer credit. I'm a consulting producer on the movie as well. But the movie is going to be dope because it challenges this whole notion of political correctness and how far you can go with your words. And it shows that your words really do have consequences. So you can say what you want, but there will be consequences to your words. I can't wait till y'all see it Friday.
You can go to bodymovie.com to get more information, see the trailer, and all of that.
All right. And we're going to have the cast and Bodied up here later this week.
And Joseph Kahn as well.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph Kahn, the creator of the film, and Jackie Long and Calum. I can't remember Calum's last name.
Great.
I should know Calum's last name, right?
Yes. And he was so excited to be up here. He was tweeting us and everything.
That's my guy.
All right, guys.
I just don't know his last name.
And that's not your guy.
Yeah, but still be my guy. I know his first name. When I see him in the street, I'll be like, Calum.
Leonard.
It's not like you see people in the street and say their whole name.
All right, guys.
Angela Yee.
Revolt has to go. Shout to Revolt. We'll see you tomorrow. Everybody else.
Calum Worthy.
You looked it up. You Googled that
He's
fast.
worthy.
The People's Choice Mix is up next.